What is up, guys, and welcome back to the video. And ever since watching NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2 and SummerSlam this year, I realized something. I realized that Triple H will make wrestling great again, and here are 10 reasons why he will be better than Vince McMahon. Number 10, dealing with free agents. Triple H has managed to do great with getting some of the hottest free agents around the world. Hunter has managed to get wrestlers such as Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, and many, many more. Triple H even managed to get Bruno Sammartino and the Ultimate Warrior to come back for them to become Hall of Famers. It's crazy that he got those guys, and they hated Vince McMahon, and it seemed like they would never bury the hatchet. It seems like Triple H is a great negotiator. As well as signing the top free agents, before making it to the main roster, he helps them get over with the WWE audience and makes them stars. Unlike Vince McMahon, who would get them buried within a month. Number 9, the tag team division. The tag team division in NXT is truly incredible and entertaining to watch. Instead of throwing guys together and labeling them as a tag team, Hunter likes to utilize the tag team division and make it seem like they need one another. Guys like the Revival and American Alpha and even Gargano and Ciampa master the art of tag team wrestling, unlike past tag teams such as Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne, who were randomly paired. Yes, I agree, Vince McMahon used to treat the tag team division in the past very well when he had guys like Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardys, but ever since Attitude Era, it hasn't been the same. Triple H, on the other hand, is changing that. Number 8, the women's division. Another division which Triple H has turned into a massive success is the women's division. Before Triple H had NXT women featuring Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch, the WWE were still calling them divas, had that awful Divas Championship, and to follow it all up, most matches were 2-minute bathroom breaks. Triple H thought that the women wrestling should have been taken more seriously, and he was not afraid to give them microphone time, long 15-minute matches, and actual storylines. Many thought that once most of the NXT women got called up to the main roster for the brand split, Triple H's roster in the NXT had no one but Asuka. Nope, that wasn't the case. He already is building on future stars who will be champions in the future. And a personal favorite of mine is Ember Moon. Vince McMahon never really saw much in the women's division, as they were never taken serious with the exception of Lita and Trish Stratus. Number 7, better and simple storyline. I will give you guys 2 storylines that were from both NXT and WWE over SummerSlam weekend. First, let's start off with WWE's feud for the Tag Team Championship. It was a New Day versus The Club. The Club and New Japan Pro Wrestling were taken very seriously and were very dominant. But in the WWE, they feud over fake balls and act as if they are doctors. Is this supposed to be a feud that we laugh at? Because it's not funny and it makes everyone look really stupid. The match also ends in a DQ from the Faces. Now let's see the feud for the tag titles at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. The Revival versus Gargano and Ciampa. Hands down match of the night, and the feud was very simple. Who is better? People in NXT wrestle because they fight for 2 reasons. They fight to see who is better, and whoever is better wins the championship. Much more simple, and no stupid comedy that makes everyone look dumb. Number 6, great booking. Triple H is a much better booker than Vince McMahon when it comes to booking a show. Vince McMahon has this idea that if he makes SummerSlam a 6-hour show with 14 matches on the card, it will be better. No! This is not true at all. In fact, it is way worse to have a longer pay-per-view because it drags on way too long and people get bored of the pay-per-view. I was at SummerSlam Live, and by the time it was 9 PM, we were dead. But I was also at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2, and let me tell you how much better the pacing was for that. It was 8 matches, which 2 were dark matches, and so 6 matches on the pay-per-view. Each match had enough time and none of them felt rushed, and also I wasn't exhausted because it only lasted 3 hours instead of 6. Number 5, more wrestling, less BS. One of the best visions Triple H has over Vince McMahon is the fact that he sees the talent the WWE has. With all the wrestlers the WWE has, the amount of amazing matches they have are endless. Usually Raw starts off with a 20-minute promo that bores people because it's always the same old BS. Once Hunter begins to run Raw and SmackDown, I believe we will see major shifts with the WWE style. It will be great because we can have awesome matches rather than Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley talking about something that everyone heard already. Number 4, less scripted promos. Even though Triple H loves wrestling more than promos, when he does have promos, they are a lot better on the microphone down at NXT than the main roster. No, it isn't because they are better on the mic, but it's because they are less scripted. When you have a guy reading something line for line, it feels forced, especially with the WWE creative who are horrible at writing stuff. Although I do notice on SmackDown sounding less scripted, I would love to see this on Raw as well. Also, it can't be a coincidence that Triple H is now by himself at SmackDown and they have less scripted promos. Number 3, he gives chances. What I love about Triple H is he gives people chances. Guys like Neville, Sami Zayn, and even Bo Dallas were NXT champions, and they were killing it down there. Any of those 3 guys will never win the World Championship until Vince McMahon leaves. Also, others such as Cesaro and someone from the New Day can become a champion one day. Vince McMahon prefers to play it safe always because he never really has trust in most of his world champions. Daniel Bryan is someone Vince never wanted as a champ, and you could tell. Vince McMahon would rather want Roman Reigns as champion over Sami Zayn any day of the week. But since Triple H loves giving chances, this is great news for anyone who wants to come to the WWE. Number 2, a new fresh face. I hate to say it, but Vince McMahon is seriously out of touch. From giving us the same thing over and over and over, I think it's time for him to retire for us. Hardcore wrestling fans want something new, and WWE needs more casual fans. And that's why with Triple H, people will see something new and refreshing. I love Vince McMahon, but I think it's time to let it go. An example of him doing the same thing over and over is the Authority trying to be Corporation 2.0. It failed horribly. Or even McMahon versus Roman Reigns trying to be like Stone Cold versus McMahon. Just didn't work. He's just rehashing the same storylines. And number 1, NXT. Finally, the last reason why Triple H running WWE will be better than Vince McMahon is the great amount of success he has done in NXT. Hunter took a terrible reality TV show and made it into an awesome wrestling brand that was watched more than SummerSlam this year on the WWE Network. Again, Vince, I love you, but it's time to hang up the boots and let Triple H make wrestling great again. As always, thanks for